what point, Larry, can we say, you know what, things are good here? Things have really slowed down in China, down 20% for heaven's sake, in a remarkable number. At what point do you go to the president and you just say, listen, you know, we got plenty of time. We don't have to hurry this. We're winning, they're losing.
Well, look, we've come a long way in those talks. I'm not sure I have any new news to add particularly. We are still negotiating by phone and teleconference. The documents from 2 weeks ago advanced enormously. That's why the president is optimistic about the potential for a deal. We're still looking at the structural issues. We're looking at the enforcement issues. We're looking at the commodity issues. I don't want to hang a timetable on this. Ambassador Lighthizer is doing the best he can. There may be a meeting down in Florida, in Mar-a-Lago, between the two leaders. Maybe late this month or early next month. Nothing in cement, but there's a lot of talk about a meeting. They're moving along very nicely. They're moving along very nicely, and they're covering more ground than ever before. And look, Jimmy, you're right. China's economy, there's two things going on here. One is the business cycle's lousy. The recent data is lousy. The stock market has come back this year, but it had been performing very badly. But there's a long-term problem here. China had been departing from its market-based reforms that helped them grow in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. They've been moving the wrong direction since then. They've been moving away to a more authoritarian economy and political story. That's hurt them. Direct investment has slowed down enormously, and they've had to fight to keep the yuan renminbi steady. Now, we have hurt them. I think President Trump's negotiating strategy, tough, aggressive. Tariffs are part of his strategy, so they have come to the negotiating table to talk about more things more seriously than ever before. So, you're right, we have them over barrel. On the other hand, we would like a good deal. Both countries should benefit, but I must say, as the president has said, and he's very serious, if we don't get a good deal for the United States and its workforce and its blue-collar people and its ranchers and its technology, you know, they got to stop stealing our tech. If we don't get a good deal, then we won't get a good deal. And you saw him walk away from North Korea. I'm just saying that's a Reykjavik moment. It could apply to trade. I'm not forecasting. I'm just saying it's got to be a good deal for the USA.
And if it's not, Larry, if you do walk, then what are we left with? I mean, tariffs go to 25, trade deficit continues to grow, our budget deficit continues to rise 70% year on year. Then what?
Well, I don't want to do any what-ifs because I'm not predicting that we'll walk away. I'm just saying the president has made it clear how tough a negotiator he can be. The tariffs were one illustration of that, and the North Korean, I call it the Reykjavik moment, is another. I'm not suggesting that's going to happen. I'm not here to announce that. I don't want anyone to misinterpret. We are actually all, in the senior government, we are all relatively optimistic. But,
yeah, Larry,
again, our conditions have to be met, and there have to be big changes in the IP theft. You know these issues as well as we do, in the forced transfer of technology, in the ownership provisions, and in the enforcement provisions. But having said that, Carl, we have a lot of really good stuff on the table. The documents are very good. I'm not here to reveal the details, but I'm just saying we have come further than any time before, and it's pretty good stuff. So I don't want to sound like a bear. I'm actually rather a bull on it, but I'm saying if it doesn't measure up, and it goes to Jim's point, if it doesn't measure up, the United States will stick to its guns. Believe me on that.